Hello medicos. In this video, I will discuss about the hernia. First of all, this is the basic knowledge about the hernia. What is hernia? What is the content of hernia? How we classified this hernia? What is the causes of hernia in different position of our body and symptoms, diagnosis and treatment. All about the basic knowledge about the hernia. In the next video, I will try to explain you about the different type of hernia which are more common like femoral hernia, inguinal hernia, umbilical hernia, this type of hernia. So today I will start basic of hernia. What is hernia? Hernia, it is a condition in which part of an organ is displaced and protrude through wall of cavity. It is a definition. Please concentrate on definition. You will already understand about by the only help of definition. So condition which part of an organ displaced or protrude through the wall of cavity. Here you will see the hernia type. So here you will see the protrusion occur in the different part of the intestine. So displaced and protrude through wall of cavity containing it at a weak point of abdominal wall. Hernia mostly occur due to the weakness in the region of the abdominal or pelvic region. So this is the weak position in our body where occurrence of hernia occur. So these are the position of the hernia where weak position are in our body. So a condition in which part of an organ displaced or protrude through the wall of cavity containing it at a weak point in the abdominal cavity or any region like pelvic region. So these are the causes of hernia due to the abdominal cavity weakness or in the region of pelvic region are also different position in our body. So there are many classification of hernia, but now first of all I will discuss parts of hernia. Mostly all hernia has three parts. First of all, it's hernial sac, second is the content of hernia, and third is the covering of hernia. These three parts of hernia you need to know about because every hernia has three most of the part: sac, contents and covering. What is sac? Sac like consists of diverticulum of the peritoneum. Here you will see the peritoneal sac. These are the sac of the hernia. These are called sac. Sac of the hernia is called, it is a consist of diverticulum of the peritoneum. These are the sac. Second is the contents. Contents of hernia. Here you will see these are the content in the hernia. Hernial content like omentum, maybe large omentum, small omentum, either small or large intestine, urinary bladder, omentum, ovaries, malignant nodule and ascitic fluid. Any content. Here you will see the content of hernia like sac, maybe ball, maybe omentum, any. Here you will see the hernial sac. These are the hernial sac. And outermost part is called covering of hernia. These three part always you will see most of the cases of the hernia: sac, contents and covering. So please learn only three part we need to know about the hernia. It contains sac, either sac, no either sac, all three part: sac, contents and covering. So these are the called sac. This outer layer is called covering and these are called content of the hernia. So these are three part. Please learn sac, contents and covering like derived from the layer of abdominal wall. Covering occur due to the which are arrived from the layer of the abdomen. So abdominal wall form the covering of this hernia. Classification of hernia. Mostly classification, there are different classification on the basis of different scientists said, but these are classification which are mostly used and asked in the examination of college and also in the competitive examination. So first of on the basis of anatomical means position where is the these hernia occur. So two types: common and rare type. Like which occur most of the people, mostly 70 to 60 to 70% patient you will see this hernia: inguinal hernia, femoral hernia, umbilical hernia, para-umbilical hernia. So these are the common type of anatomical position. Inguinal hernia, you will see these region are called inguinal region. These are called inguinal region, and below this inguinal line then it will be femoral hernia. Please learn because most of students confuse in the inguinal hernia and femoral hernia where is this position. So if these line when hernia occur in this line then it is definitely it is a inguinal hernia. But when below this line and occur in the femoral sac or femoral cavity, you will see, I will discuss in the femoral hernia. So these are called femoral hernia. So most common type of hernia is the inguinal, femoral, umbilical, paraumbilical. Here you will see the umbilical type of hernia. This is the epigastric hernia above the umbilical, mostly in the region of the epigastric region of the abdominal cavity. This is the incisional hernia. It is not position of incisional hernia. Any in our body, when any surgery occur, then incision, due to the incision, it may after incision or after surgery, this converted into the hernia. So these are called in incisional hernia, occur in the any part of the body. Also Spigelian hernia, these hernia mostly occur in the Spigelian fossa or fascia, Spigelian fascia. So these are the Spigelian hernia, but these are not common, these are rare type of hernia. Inguinal, femoral, umbilical and the paraumbilical hernia are the common. Rare type of hernia is the Spigelian hernia, lumbar hernia, which are occur in the region of the lumbar, sciatic hernia, these are the occur in the sciatic foramen. Sciatic foramen, these hernia occur. Obturator hernia occur in the region of the obturator foramen, and perineal hernia occur in the region of the perineum, perineal cavity. So these are the rare type of hernia you will see in the patient. These are rare type, but most of the common type of hernia is the inguinal, femoral, umbilical and paraumbilical. Paraumbilical like different around the umbilical. So these are the region of the paraumbilical hernia. So these are the common and rare type of on the basis of anatomical position of the hernia. On the base of complication, on the basis of complication, it may be external or internal. When externally occur, then it is protrusion through abdominal wall, then it is a external type of hernia. Internal hernia like herniation within the peritoneal cavity. When herniation inside the body and occur in the peritoneal cavity, when you will not detect this hernia and occur inside the body, then it is called internal type of hernia. So on the basis of complication, like it may be external or internal, two type of hernia. Based on origin, on the basis of origin, it may be congenital or acquired, may be occur due to the generation to generation, it transferred from mother to the babies. So it is a congenital, mother or father to the baby. So it's congenital or acquired, occur due to the abnormality occur in our body. So protrusion through a performed defect, any defect occur in our body due to the congenitally or not form properly, so it causes the congenital type of hernia. And acquired protrusion due to increase intra-abdominal pressure and weak abdominal wall, any I will discuss in the causes. So it also causes the acquired type of hernia. So these are on the basis of origin. Based on origin, it may be congenital or acquired, two type of hernia you need to know. And according to course, on the basis of course, it may be uncomplicated and complicated. Uncomplicated hernia like reducible hernia and irreducible type of hernia. These two type of hernia is the uncomplicated. There is no more complication you will see in this type of hernia. But complicated hernia, when strangulation occur, coprostasis occur and inflammation also occur in this region, then it is called complicated hernia. In these cases, complication you will see in the patient. So these are the complicated and uncomplicated type of hernia according to the course of hernia. So these are the classification you need to know about the classifications of hernia, how these classified, and these are these are the important. There are also many different classification, but please try to learn these type of classification. You need to learn about this. So and now I will discuss about the causes of hernia, why hernia occur, where in which person you will see this type of hernia in different position. So most of the condition, this is the maybe in the smoking person, chronic obstruction, these are the main also causes. Chronic obstruction in the GIT tract, like in the abdominal region, in the intestine, small and large intestine. So these are the chronic obstruction occur in the region of intestine. Pulmonary disease, any pulmonary disease. Obesity and pregnancy also causes of the hernia. because you all know obesity and pregnancy also cause pressure in the abdominal cavity. When increase of the pressure in the abdominal cavity, so it's also causes the protrusion of abdominal cavity, and which causes the hernia. So obesity and pregnancy also cause, because in the region, in case of the pregnancy, you all know increase in the size of region of the abdominal, so it also causes the pressure on the abdominal wall, which causes the hernia. So in pregnancy also causes the hernia. Peritoneal dialysis, ascitic fluid, when ascitic fluid accumulate in the region of the abdominal cavity, then it also causes the hernia. Constipation, when chronic type of constipation you will see, then it causes the hernia, chronic constipation here. When heavy lifting, when a person always have heavy lifter and try to more lifting of the weight, then it also causes the pressure in the abdominal cavity, which causes the hernia. So intra-abdominal pressure increases in this person, and any person which has tried to lifting weighting, so it causes the hernia. And chronic coughing, when chronic coughing occur in the patient, so these are the chronic these are the causes of the hernia, like weight lifting, increase intra-abdominal pressure, chronic pregnancy also, and the chronic obstruction. These are the main causes of the hernia. So please learn these causes which I need to study about the causes of the hernia. Now I will discuss about the what is the symptoms and what diagnosis and treatment of the hernia. Now symptoms of the hernia. Symptoms of hernia, different hernia has different symptoms, but in this video I will discuss only common type of symptom you will see in the most type of hernia, like pain in the basis of position, different. When umbilical hernia, then you will see the patient has pain in the region of the umbilical region, pain occur. Dull sound, if any different position hernia occur, umbilical, paraumbilical, either femoral or inguinal, so in those position dull sound occur. When doctor try to hear with the help of stethoscope, then he or she will hear about the dull sound in those region. Also bulging, you see the bulging occur in this region. So bulging and sometimes vomiting, fever, nausea also feel the patient due to the increase of intra-abdominal pressure. Also bowel obstruction, I already discussed causes of hernia also, like chronic obstruction. So bowel obstruction also occur, like constipation occur, and also only also defecation problem. Also palpable lump, you will see palpable lump formation occur. Weight loss occur in the patient of some type of hernia. Heavy or draining sensation, here you will see the heavy and draining sensation in the hernial region, like patient feel heaviness in those region where the hernia occur, and also patient feel fatigue or weakness. These are the symptoms you will see most of the patient in the hernia. So pain, dull sound, bulging, vomiting, fever, nausea, bowel obstruction, palpable lump, weight loss, heavy in the heavy sensation in the region of the hernia, fatigue, and the weakness you will see in the patient of symptoms in the hernia. What is the diagnosis method? Most of the patient you will see, first of all, physical examination. You will try to examine the patient by the physically, like his patient has internal type of hernia or external. When you will see the hernia protrusion occur, when you will see from the outside, then it's definitely external hernia, because you will see externally. So it's external hernia. If you will not see the hernia in the externally, then it's a internal hernia. So on the basis of first of all physical examination, you will see the externally, try to externally if visible, then it's external hernia. If not visible, then it's a internal type of hernia. So first of all physical examination. After that, when it is not visible, then we will try to do x-ray, ultrasound, CT scan, and MRI. Like x-ray, you will see in the x-ray, when you will do x-ray or ultrasound and CT scan, sorry, here wrong spelling, CT scan, then you will see the patient has also protrusion occur internally in the region of the peritoneal cavity. So these also help in the patient to the diagnosis of the peritoneal region in the internal type of hernia. And mostly doctor do the MRI, because these hernia occur in the soft tissue in our body mostly. So these are the very investigation of choice or choice where doctor use mostly MRI for the detection of hernia, because mostly occur in the region of soft tissue. So MRI we will use for the detection of this type of hernia. Also gastrointestinal endoscopy, we will also do gastrointestinal endoscopy for the diagnosis of the hernia in the different position in our the abdominal cavity or pelvic region, maybe occur in the region of the pelvis. So on the basis of different position we will try to do MRI, X-ray and CT scan for the diagnosis of hernia in the region of different position like femoral, inguinal, pelvic, umbilical, paraumbilical. So different position on the basis of different. So we will use different type of diagnosis for the diagnosis of this type of hernia. Lastly, what is the treatment we will do for the hernia? Treatment like laparoscopy or laparotomy I discussed. If you didn't watch my 1 minute video what is different between laparoscopy and laparotomy, so please try to watch those video, only 1 minute video. You will understand what is the difference between the laparoscopy and laparotomy, because most of students didn't know about what is the difference between these two. So laparotomy also called open surgery, and laparoscopy it is a. So now I will try to explain this different. Laparoscopy like incision occur in the different part of body, only a small type of incision. In this cases small incision occur in our body, in the patient body. And laparotomy it is a large type of incision, it is a large surgery. It is a large surgery we will do for any type of the abdominal injury or abdominal surgery. So open surgery also called laparotomy. Surgeon make a single incision and the bulging hernial tissue is either removed or pushed back into the body. In these cases of laparotomy of hernia, when we will do laparotomy for hernia, then surgeon make a single incision and the bulging hernia tissue is either removed by cutting those region where the hernia occur, and or maybe pushed back into the body. If there is no more protrusion occur, if momentum is no more large, then we will try to push back into the body. So these are the open type of surgery or laparotomic surgery we will use. In the case of the laparoscopic surgery, surgeon make a multiple incision in our body or in the patient body and insert a thin lighted tube with a camera to see this position of the where this occur, and after that instrument are either inserted through the other incision to repair this hernia. Like when we will put the camera through this region, then we will try to incision occur in this region and try to remove this hernia and repair this hernia. So different incision occur in the case of the laparoscopic surgery. For camera insertion of the camera, and for repairing we will try to do from the different incision. So these are called laparoscopic surgery, and the open surgery also called laparotomic surgery. Now I will discuss what is the stage of laparotomy. First of all, we will try to three classification for the surgery of the hernia. First is the herniotomy, second is the herniorrhaphy, and third is the hernioplasty. Three type of surgical process we will use for this removal of the hernia on the basis of different scientists and on the basis of different repairing process. First of all, herniotomy. In this complication also increases. We will try to more like recovery occur. So we will use lastly the hernioplasty. Herniotomy is the neck of sac is ligated and the sac is excised. Means done mostly occur in the sac. I already discussed there are three: sac, content and covering of the hernia. So in these cases of the herniotomy means removal of sac. Neck of sac is ligated, means we try to ligate this sac and the excise this sac. Mostly these herniotomy occur in the patient of infant and children. Mostly herniotomy occur in the children and infant, and this process is called Meckel's-Planck operation. On the basis of scientists, those who used this process herniotomy is called Meckel's-Planck operation. It's also called Meckel's-Planck operation. Second process is herniorrhaphy. In this cases herniotomy we will first do herniotomy, means neck of the sac is ligated. After that we will try to repair of the posterior wall. posterior wall of the hernia we will try to repair. So herniatomy plus posterior wall repair occur in these cases of a herniorrhaphy. It is two process. First is the anterior approach and second is the posterior approach. On the basis of different scientists, this operation name like Bassini method, shoulder McValley point, MC Wallis operation, and Niallus operation, TP and TPP on the basis of scientists. So you no need to about the scientist name. We will try to only this approach and try to only know about the scientist on the basis of this approach of herniorrhaphy occur. Like in these cases herniotomy plus posterior wall repair occur. Here you will see only ligation of sac. In this cases herniotomy plus posterior wall repair. But in the case of hernioplasty we will try to herniorrhaphy, means first of all herniotomy, then posterior wall repair, and after that reinforced with the tissue prosthesis. In these cases first of all herniatomy occur, then after posterior wall repair, and then after we will try to tissue prosthesis occur. This is mostly occur by the these scientist name like Revison, Stoppas. These are the scientist name. On the basis of this scientist we will try to do hernioplasty. So please learn hernial surgery. We will try to herniotomy, herniorrhaphy or hernioplasty. In the herniatomy we only ligate the sac, only ligate the sac of the hernia. In the herniorrhaphy we will try to herniotomy and posterior wall repair, and hernioplasty we will try to herniorrhaphy, posterior wall repair, and reinforce with the tissue prosthesis in these cases. So these are the process of the surgical process of the treatment of the hernia. Like in the laparotomy we will do the only different incision, small incision, 2 or 3 incision. In this large incision we will try to this large incision occur in the patient, and large incision occur in the patient in the region where the hernia occur. So these are the laparoscopy and laparotomy, and these are the process where how this process we will do for the removal of this hernia. So please learn about this, about the treatment of this type of hernia. For different position we will use different type surgery. Thank you so much.